So we're back on this 2005 Power Stroke 6 liter, and it had the oil coming out of the turbo outlet. Before we condemn the turbo though, I want to pull the air cleaner off. I see the typical clips are missing here, so somebody's haywired this air filter housing shut, so just not sure how long it's been like that or if it was ever run and got dusted. But I don't trust those air filter restriction gauges. It's possible the air filter is restricted and the PCV system is causing it to draw in oil because there's a PCV pipe to the air inlet. So I'm going to take the air filter out and look at that, take the snorkel off or the air induction pipe off of the turbo and check the turbo for end play and vertical play, and run it with the air induction system disconnected to see if it's coming from the oil is coming from the actual turbo or if it's coming from the PCV system. So I got this goofy air filter out. Man, they could have sure designed that better. And looking in the air induction system, you can see that PCV tube coming from the oil separator there. And way down inside there, ahead of the turbo inlet, there's a little bit of oil. You can see it currently running down from the turbo. So it looks like the oil's coming from the PCV system. The air filter doesn't look that bad. That's the dirty side of the air filter. So can't necessarily see light through it, but we're going to run it with the fresh air off. I want to check the turbo inside there too. So with the air inlet hose off and the PCV pipe disconnected, you can see there's oil laying in the turbo inlet there. And I'm just going to reach in here and see if there's any vertical play on this end play. I can't feel anything whatsoever. So I don't think it's a turbo issue. I think it's taking oil out of the PCV system. I'm not sure if there's a problem with this vent or if there's excessive blow-by that this engine has to deal with. Anyways, we're going to take the charge air cooler outlet pipe off and check and see how much we get out of it with it running again. So I used some brake cleaner to rinse out the inside of the turbo housing and blew it out dry as best I could. So there was absolutely no possibility of any residue left over from maybe a PCV system oil buildup. And it was dry as a whistle inside. Started up and ran it at fast idle for several minutes, and this is what we get. So this turbo is definitely leaking from that oil seal and needs to be rebuilt or replaced.